Digital security, swift response, smart progression. Welcome to Qingqiao Safety Investigation. In London on May 20th, British Prime Minister Sunak issued a formal apology for the failures of previous UK governments following the release of findings from the contaminated blood scandal investigation, describing the day as a national shame for the United Kingdom. The scandal is the worst medical disaster in the history of the British National Health Service. British authorities pledged to devise a comprehensive compensation scheme for victims and their families, amounting to over £10 billion. During the 1970s to the early 1990s, the UK, striving for blood self-sufficiency, imported blood from the United States to meet rising medical demands. However, cases of AIDS and hepatitis C surged in the UK following the importation, prompting investigations into potential causes, which ultimately targeted the imported blood. In 2017, then Prime Minister Theresa May initiated an investigation into the grave medical incident as infected cases continued to mount. The authorities released the 2,500-page investigation report on May 20 this year, shedding light on a grave medical scandal. The report revealed that from the 1970s to the early 1990s, imported blood products used for treatment in the UK were unsafe. Some of these products originated from high-risk donors such as prisoners and drug addicts, leading to contamination with HIV and hepatitis C viruses. Shockingly, medical staff administered these contaminated blood products to patients, including children and teenagers, without their knowledge or consent. As a result, approximately 30,000 individuals were infected with HIV or hepatitis C virus through these blood products, leading to around 3,000 deaths to date. Tragically, the number of affected patients continues to rise, underscoring the severity of the crisis. The investigation report also uncovered deliberate actions taken by British health system staff since 1993 to destroy relevant documents, indicating a widespread cover-up. This deliberate concealment, motivated by a desire to save face and money, exacerbated the tragedy and could have prevented its occurrence. In a national address, Prime Minister Sunak issued a profound apology on behalf of the government and every administration since the 1970s. He condemned the actions of the NHS, civil service, and government officials, stating that those entrusted with power repeatedly failed to prevent the spread of infections. The British government will now draft a compensation plan for victims of the blood contamination scandal, with preliminary estimates exceeding £10 billion. The blood contamination scandal, shocking the world, prompted extensive discussions and investigations globally. Beyond the United Kingdom, countries including France, Portugal, Italy, Iceland, Japan, Canada, Iran, and Iraq were also affected by importing contaminated blood products from the United States. Large-scale HIV infections occurred as a result. In the United States itself, tens of thousands of infections were reported due to contaminated blood. Accountability has been pursued in some countries, with pharmaceutical companies paying millions of dollars in compensation to victims through out-of-court settlements in the United States. Authoritative sources attribute the root cause of the blood contamination issue in the United States to its management of paid blood donation systems and blood collection centers. While most countries prohibit paid plasma collection, the United States permits individuals to donate plasma twice a week, up to 104 times a year, receiving remuneration averaging between $35 to $65 each time. Economic disparities drive some individuals, including the economically disadvantaged and high-risk groups such as drug addicts, to participate in blood donation for financial gain, leading to blood potentially containing harmful contaminants. Despite reforms in the U.S. blood system post-contamination, including stricter health assessments for donors and rigorous screening and testing of blood samples, the enduring impact of the incident continues to affect victims to this day, underscoring its profound gravity. This serves as a tragic lesson for medical systems worldwide. The World Health Organization emphasizes the critical importance of health and safety, urging all countries to heed this cautionary tale. Especially concerning imported medical supplies, relevant entities must exercise utmost caution, conducting thorough reviews to mitigate safety risks and uphold national health responsibilities. Tune in at 6 a.m. from Monday to Friday for Qingqiao Safety Investigation for your daily safety updates.